Do you think saying, "I love you" is the ultimate way to touch a man's heart? Most women believe that, but let me share a little secret with you. Words fade, but emotions linger. A man has probably heard "I love you" dozens of times in his life, from movies, past relationships, or even his mother before leaving for school. But there are certain gestures, tiny, almost invisible actions that pierce deeper than words. These gestures bypass his logic, slip past his emotional walls, and speak directly to his heart. And when you do them, he won't just think of you in the moment. He'll carry that feeling with him when he's driving, when he's stressed at work, even when he's sitting with his friends pretending to be tough. So let's dive into the 7 secret gestures that touch a man's soul more deeply than "I love you." And trust me, number 3 alone has the power to make him fall in love with you all over again. 1. The unexpected tender touch. Sometimes the smallest touch can say what words never could. Picture this. He's sitting there scrolling on his phone, lost in his own little world. You walk by, gently place your hand on his shoulder, maybe squeeze it softly, and keep walking. No explanation, no words. In that split second, something magical happens. His brain lights up like fireworks. He feels your presence, your warmth, and a reassurance that he is loved without you even saying it. Why does this hit so hard? Because men crave physical reassurance more than they admit. It's primal, it's comforting, and the beauty is, he'll replay that moment in his head hours later, smiling quietly to himself, even if he pretends to brush it off. 2. The proud glance in public. Men secretly thrive on admiration, especially from the woman they love. Imagine you're at a gathering and he's telling a story, even one you've heard 100 times. Instead of rolling your eyes, you look at him with that proud sparkle in your gaze, the kind of look that silently says, "That's my man, and I'm proud of him." That single glance gives him something no words can, a feeling of being your hero. He may laugh it off in the moment, but trust me, he'll replay that look in his mind like a movie scene over and over again. And it doesn't need to be in big moments. Even at the grocery store, if he grabs the last item off the shelf like a pro, give him that smile. Inside, his heart will dance. 3. The "you remembered that" act. This one is pure emotional magic. Men drop little hints about themselves all the time, like their favorite childhood snack, an old song they love, or a random memory that meant something to them. Most people forget, but you remember. Weeks later, you surprise him with that snack, or casually send him that song, saying, "This reminded me of you." His reaction? Pure shock and awe. Wait, you actually remember that? In that moment, you're no longer just someone he's dating. You become the woman who sees him, who values him, who pays attention when the rest of the world overlooks him. That level of care hits harder than "I love you" ever could, because it shows you love who he truly is, not just who he pretends to be. 4. The gentle protective hug. Men love being protectors, but here's the secret: they rarely get to feel protected themselves. So the next time he's standing there making coffee or watching TV, walk up behind him, wrap your arms around him, and hold on just a little longer than usual. Don't say a word, just let him feel it. That hug whispers, "I've got you too, you're safe with me." And believe me, he will never forget that feeling. For the rest of the day, he'll walk around with a quiet smile, thinking, "She's not just my love, she's my home." 5. The vulnerability response. This is one of the most powerful ones, and it is where many women unknowingly lose their chance to connect deeply. When a man finally opens up about something, his past, his fears, his pain, that's a sacred moment. Society has taught him to be strong, to hide emotions, to never be weak. So when he shows you that hidden part of himself, how you respond determines if he'll ever open up again. If you dismiss it, joke about it, or minimize it, he'll retreat. But if you gently place your hand on his arm and say something as simple as, "Thank you for trusting me with that. I'm proud of you," you build a bridge of trust he'll never forget. Because in that moment, you're not just his partner. You're the one person in the world where his soul feels safe. 6. The head on his shoulder. Move. It may seem ridiculously simple, but resting your head on his shoulder is one of the most powerful silent gestures of love. When you lean on him during a movie, while waiting in line, or even sitting in the car, it's your way of saying, "You're my safe place, I trust you." And here's the secret. Men are wired to want to feel needed. That one little action tells him he's strong, dependable, and that you choose to rest in him. He won't say it out loud, but in that moment his heart whispers, "I'm her protector. I matter to her." And that thought will stick with him long after the moment passes. 7. The invisible effort. The silent love bomb. This one is my favorite because it's love in its purest form. It's when you do something thoughtful behind the scenes, without expecting recognition, without announcing it, without needing a thank you. Maybe you pack his favorite snack when he's rushing to work. Maybe you quietly fix something he forgot about. Or maybe you save a small sentimental keepsake, like a ticket stub or note, just because you know it will matter one day. He may not notice right away, but when he does, it will hit him like a tidal wave, because it proves you love him in the most selfless way. That's the kind of love men carry with them for life, not because it's loud, but because it's real. So, there you have it, 7 gestures that melt a man's heart far more than just saying, "I love you." Words may fade, but emotions like these linger forever. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 7 heart-melting gestures are you excited to try first? And ladies, if this video touched something inside you, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, subscribe for more powerful secrets about love and relationships, and most importantly, share this with another woman who deserves to feel cherished. Because here's the truth, saying "I love you" is easy, but making a man feel loved in ways that stay with him forever, that's rare, that's unforgettable, and that's exactly what makes you the woman he'll never want to let go of.